Good afternoon and welcome to Twerton Park for this afternoon's National League South fixture between Bath City and St Albans. Logic dictates that if City can see off Weymouth by 3 goals, as they did in midweek, then third from bottom St Albans should be little different. Yet it really works that way. The Saints are one of the league's draw specialists, notching up 13 one-pointers out of their 30 games. Therefore, little surprise that they're undefeated in their last 6, with 5 draws and just 1 solitary win. That single victory came in stoppage time on Tuesday night at home to Slough Town. The last time the Saints won away was 4 months ago against Hampton and Richmond Borough. City, of course, will have their own concerns. They'll clearly miss their pair of Jordans, Tilson and Alves, through suspension, both of whom have been enjoying a rich reign of form in recent matches. Yet Tuesday night's win was as morale-boosting as it was decisive. And with Scotty Wilson netting 2 of the 3 goals, City's leading goal scorer should be full of confidence. St Albans, of course, well, they still have at their disposal, although he's on the bench, talismanic marksman Sean Jeffers. Yet even he, given his 80 league goals over the last 3 seasons, has been misfiring this year. 22 starts and 5 appearances from the bench have only resulted in 4 goals. A surprise return from a man who makes Harry Kane look like a goal-scoring slouch. My name's Andrew Kerslake, and alongside me for today, for full match commentary, is Chris Chappell. We'll be underway any second here. St Albans in a pink and white strip this afternoon. City, of course, in their black and white stripes, and St Albans are going to be playing up towards the Bristol end, Bath City down towards the Bath end. Referee just looking at his watch a moment and blows it to get us underway, Chris.
Yeah, Darren Way was talking about the middle, well, the thirds of the pitch, and certainly that middle third is very patchy. Poked through to Wilson, and a good tackle from Long King. Has to do another sliding challenge. It's still not away. And and Clark pick the ball up. Greenslade powers it across the box, and it's taken a deflection and goes up into the air for an under-on catch from Michael Johnson. Sweet is high up on the right. He's looking hopefully for the ball. It's played long. Greenslade slightly misjudges it. Sweet keeps it in on the byline. Plays it back. And now it's Banton. Tries to make room for a shot. Wins a tackle to keep the ball. Sweet in space, right-hand side. Dinks it back in. A touch from Dausch. And it's blocked. Tomlinson and Parcell in his way. Ewan Clark tries to get it up the left wing. It's still in Romans territory. Not really shooting distance. It's Gio Rizzulo. Scored 9 last season for St Albans. Curls it near the penalty spot. Good jump from David Long King. It's a comfortable catch for Wiles Richards. Wiles Richards clears from a back pass, I should say. Up the right-hand side, Wilson with Long King. Flick on, finds Banton, hooks the ball instinctively out to the right-hand side, and Greenslade's been caught on it by Sweet. St Albans attack, and Sweet hits the right post. He's dropped his shoulder and feinted to shoot a cross goal. Wiles Richards was beaten, and luckily for the Romans, the ball came back off the post and went wide.
Well, it's indicative, I think, of the problems with the pitch. It was in the boggy area that it came to Greenslade. He just couldn't turn and control the ball, and Sweet robbed him instantly.
Sweet scored a couple of goals for Arsenal's youth teams, but none for St Albans so far. Good trickery from Beardmore, right-hand side is caught by Long King. No foul, says referee George Lafford. But it did look as though he was knocked over there by the big central defender, Mitch Beardmore.
I can't see why he would have gone down.
Yeah, he's coming in.
Yeah.
Let's have a shot, isn't he?
He's appealed the referee's assistant there. His Beardmore made that.
So Greenslade leaves it short to Clark, just inside the box, left-hand side. Clark makes room, and the shot hits Claridge and bounces away.
City really struggled in that game. But Slough have lost their way a bit since then.
Clark brings it forward. He's under pressure from 2 players, and he's going to get a free kick. It's around 35 yards from goal. Rains trots over to the right wing, where he's unmarked, and Greenslade's going to knock it into the box. Left-footed, unmarked Parcell, and it's come off. something belonging to James Claridge, possibly a man, and a yellow card for Jack Batten. I think he must have been slightly overzealous with his protests.
Hard to judge whether that was arm or whether it was body, but both Parcell and Batten ran over saying it came off the arm, and the referee didn't hesitate to book Batten.
Gets it back from Beardmore with the throat, and now it's Batten. Beardmore under pressure in the middle, and a strong challenge comes in from Castiglione. Takes it to the edge of the area, off the toe of Russ, and then Banton almost turns it in. It's off the line by Parcell, and it's back into the hands of Wiles Richards. The Romans get away with that one.
That was an amazing save by Parcell. I thought that ball was in the back of the net, but almost scissor kicked it away. And City definitely escaped that one. And St Albans do seem to move the ball quite quickly when they're on the attack.
Yeah, he's not an inverted winger as such, which is the left foot as Rain slides in. Oh, he's given away a penalty right in front of the referee. It was Mason on the left-hand slide, and edge of the box. Rains perhaps unwisely slid in to try and tackle, and it didn't seem as though it was a clear foul, but penalty is the decision from referee George Laughlin with 33 minutes gone here at Twerton Park. Zane Banton, number 11, in his 8th full season at St Albans, takes responsibility for this penalty up against Harvey Wiles Richards. Here he comes. Banton goes wide, and saved by Wiles Richards, and it's deflected back across goal, still not away. Finally Clark clears it. It wasn't a great penalty, down to the right hand side, not near enough the post, and Wiles Richards pounced on it to save, to deny Zane Banton.
Well, in his pre-match, Darren Way described Wiles Richards as world class, and it might not have been the best penalty, but you still got to go the right way and you still got to save it.
Banton has scored 3 times here at Twerton in the past. Lucky ground for him, but not that time with the penalty saved. Mason carries it into the area and goes low at the near post. Good save by Wiles Richards. It was a tight angle in the end, but he still had to make the block. So Gio Rizzulo will resume play with a free kick on the right touchline into the middle. Heads go up, and it was off the head of James Claridge. Rizzulo in the middle, cross to Bendel, and now Castiglione. Nice passing triangles for the Saints. Claridge is up from the back, goes for goal with a dipping shot.
Well, I didn't see a board at all, in which case we're already over that 3 minutes.
And
indeed that is half-time. so no more debate from us. Chris?
No, an eventful first half, certainly with most of the big chances with St Albans pressuring the Romans' goal.
Sean Chappell's just emerged to sit on the bench down there. I'm sure we will see him at some point in this half.
Certainly really wasted chances in the first half as Clark gets down the left and wins a corner off Rizzulo. Wilson and Mabuse on the goal line. Here comes Rains with the corner and towards the near post. Keeper's gone down, no foul, and it's flicked away for a corner on the opposite side. Clark gives it back to Rains, left-hand side, gets a cross in towards Mabuse, away by Woodman. And then it's Russ, keeping the ball in play, and Batten's being beaten for pace here. Dausch is through, in on Wiles Richards, and clips it inside the right post. Mix up at the back. Luke Russ arguing with Jack Batten, who was left for dead there, and Dausch, the man on loan from Coventry, breaks through to score his first goal for St Albans City.
Well, all the trouble came there from that Russ back pass. Way short for Batten to reach, and on this surface the ball just didn't travel. And Dausch able to step in, had plenty of time. Wiles Richards tried to come out off his line to narrow the angle, but Dausch made absolutely no mistake, and St Albans go 1 goal up just 5 minutes into this half.
Yeah, huddled together with their yellow and dark blue scarves. Clark, meanwhile, at the other end, Goes towards the corner flag and he's caught. And we're going to get a yellow card. Looks like James Sweets is tracking him down the field. He looks to the heavens there in frustration. City supporter. Wilson turns away and brings Russ into play. Now Tomlinson, after an awkward bobble. Now Nabze turns nicely, gets down the right, ahead of Mason. Cross is a dangerous one and evaded the goalkeeper, but Woodman did well. Back in by Tomlinson, it's over Wilson's head. Clark picks it up. Back to Greenslade. Ewan Clark again. Goes for goal and he just gets underneath it, but
he was fouled at the same time.
The referee points out to the right.
Waze and Wilson both on the goal line.
Wilson goes deep, looking for Parcell. It's the jump and a catch for Michael Johnson. It's the three central defenders and Rains. As Greenslade delivers. Looks over, just over Thompson's head. Parcell tries to force it in and it's blocked. Just a few yards out. St Albans get away with that one.
It's going to be Waze going off first of all, and Brad Ash coming on in his place, and it's Batten coming off at the back, and Elliot Freer coming on in his place, which is clearly switching a defender for an attacker.
The backward pass from Russ to Batten went astray. Beardmore running through the middle, jinking his way into space, still going. Clark on the right now, up against Mason. Clips the ball towards the far post, towards Ash, it's headed away. Davis fights to keep the play moving, and then Tomlinson's brought down the substitute, Smith. And I think he's going to be in trouble with the referee here.
Yeah, yellow card for Tomlinson.
Greenslade looks up, sees a run of Freer, and checks back, good control. 30 yards out, lays it off for Mitch Beardmore. Greenslade, Freer, good run. Drifts out to the left again. Crosses towards Ash, and his header does go towards goal, but it's off target.
But that's the best cross into the box we've seen, and characteristic, of course, it would be Freer as soon as he comes on. Ash was unmarked, didn't really get any power on it. Should probably have done better with that.
Wiles Richards at the other end. Rolls it out to Rains on his left boot. Ash flicks it on nicely. Wilson, right side of the area, goes for goal across the 6-yard box. And it's well off target in the end. But at least they're having a go, heading towards picking up 3 points apiece. Rains nods it to Ash on the right-hand side. Does well. Into the middle. Wilson tries to poke it from a couple of yards out towards goal, but two defenders were there. Woodman and Claridge just getting in the way.
5 minutes of time added on. The board's just gone up.
Ash slides in. Clark gets slightly bumped by Mason. And now St Albans on the counter. It's 2-on-2. We've got Ollie Davis on the right running at Greenslade. Reinforcements coming for the Romans, and Davis gets a shot in, but it comes off the Romans player and drops kindly for Wiles Richards.
Well, City with 4 forward at the moment.
We've got to go for it. Clark on the right wing, lays it back for Rains. Good cross in towards Tomlinson. Strong header out from Woodman, who's been impressive. That defence dealing with everything that's come his way. Freer on the left-hand side up against Sweet. Cross is blocked by the young wing-back. 5 forward, and here's Harrison Smith. He's got 2 defenders with him on the edge of the box. Tries to wriggle his way through, but Greenslade sticks out his left boot. Still come St Albans. Russ has dropped into defence there just to cut out the pass to Bendel. It's last gasp defending. And now Wilson tries to creep in round the back, but Johnson fires it away into the final additional minute. Rains with the throw in towards Tomlinson, who's being held. Back to Rains. Delivers a cross, it's a dangerous ball and it's come off a St Albans defender at the far post and gone out for a corner. It was Bendel.
Well, this will be City's 8th and you suspect final corner of the afternoon. 𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗚𝗛𝗧𝗦 has come up for this.
On the left-hand side with the corner. It's gone deep towards Parcell. It's tipped away by Johnson. Right in front of the crossbar. I don't think he was going in, but he didn't know that. Greenslade from the opposite side. 𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗏𝗏𝗏Richards was there, but it's punched away and a foul has been given for a shirt tug. And I think that'll be it for the Romans. And that's it. And St Albans now make it 7 unbeaten with their second victory in a week to ease their relegation woes. And for the Romans, it's a second consecutive home defeat on successive Saturdays, which just keeps derailing their advance up into the middle of the table. And the solitary goal was scored by young Aidan Dowsh, who impressed up front and capitalised on the mix-up between Luke Russ and Jack Batten, who was left flat-footed. And Dowsh ran through and beat 𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗚𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 to make it 1-0, and that was how it stayed. There were some half chances that the Romans created, with Kieran Parcell having a shot blocked, and then the header from Brad Ash before Scott Wilson with a couple of half chances, but nothing significant to really beat Michael Johnson in the St Albans goal. And it ends here, Bath City 0, St Albans City 1.
And I think, Chris, to be fair, it's probably a reasonable result, isn't it? I mean, they did have that penalty that was saved by 𝗚𝗚𝗛𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. They had the shot that came back off the crossbar. And I think basically they managed the match and the conditions much better than City did. Well, looking ahead, Bath City next Saturday are away at Maidstone, and then what could be quite a critical game on the Tuesday night following that, when they travel just down the road into Wiltshire when they're away to Salisbury. But this afternoon, as we said, City going down 1-0 home here at 𝗛𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 Park against St Albans City. And we just like to say thank you very much for being with us, and hopefully you will join us next Saturday if you can't make the trip to Maidstone. But that's all from Chris Chappell and myself, Andrew Kerslake, for this afternoon.